Yeah, meat. Don't that look just delicious? Remember to always wash your hands, boys and girls, before you start cooking. Son of a... So this is a new scenery, ain't it? So, we went out hunting yesterday. Let me give you the rundown, really. So we went out hunting yesterday, right? And we saw a group of ducks. Well, we saw geese, but we couldn't get close to them. So we sort of pulled off. We're like, nah, whatever. And then we decided, hey, I see some ducks by there. Let's just pull up to there. Maybe we'll be able to spook them as we get really close. But they got scared away way too late. So we missed both of those, so we kept paddling, and eventually I was just like, we ain't seeing anything. And my head's starting to hurt because my GoPro gets really tight. I need a new mount. But my GoPro got really tight on my head, so I said, screw it. You know what I mean? I said, screw it. And what happened was, I just decided, hey. So essentially, being said that here, you know, you guys can see me. Hello? Hi. Oh, wow, this hair is just a mess. Look at that. Anyway, so essentially what happened is we took, what's it called? So essentially what happened was, I'll give you guys a rundown here. I'll sit y'all down. Just get y'all right here. Hello. Hello. So, the rundown was simple. Essentially, my head started to hurt because my mouth is awful. And I was like, screw it. We ain't see anything. I'll just put it down. If anything, I'll shoot like one duck. I mean, we've seen ducks on my channel. Nothing special. And then we started paddling back. My friend even had his gun in his case. He wasn't ready for this. They came out and we're paddling by, and geese get up because the stretch of river is pretty much splits off like this. And this part you can't reach because it's a bunch of houses. It's just you can't hunt this side, but this side you can. Okay, my GoPro decided to break. All right, cool. So we were on that stretch, and they started getting up, and they didn't have enough time to get really high. And he's like, I think they're coming over the tree line. So I threw one BB shell with, I believe, 1,700 feet per second. I was like, I'll put one in. I put one in, picked a target, absolutely dropped him. Dropped the goose. We were already late because I had to go, what's it called? I had to be somewhere. And essentially we were running super late, so this wasn't even planned. Like, we were planning on hauling back because we're already late enough. And all of a sudden these geese come over. I'm like, screw it. Pow! Drop one. One shot. I'm like, oh, that was easy enough. It lands, and that's my first goose ever. So, while I can't show you that footage, I mean, there's other footages that I was showing you, obviously, because I still have the recording. But since I don't have that, I was thinking, what's the next best thing? And the next best thing is, well, I could show you how I cook it. I've never cooked a goose. This is about to be fun. And they say they're not the best. So, what's always just good, because you just douse it with a bunch of flavors? Stir fry. So, let's do it. Let's do like a stir fry. I don't know. We don't really have, I don't think we have mushrooms, but I know we have peppers. I know we have onions, and I don't feel like going to the store. So, let's do this. So, I think first we need a marinade for these. I'm not going to use this whole thing. I'll probably use half of this big one because it's just meat and it's just for lunch. So, I need a bowl. Sweet and salty sort of going. So I'm thinking a little bit of soy. We're not measuring here. We're just getting a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? Just a hint of soy. It's a lot more than just a hint, but I don't want to hear it. Looks good. Hint of soy. Next thing, the sweet factor. Oh God, where is it? Oh yeah, honey. It's not, but I do like it very sweet. Honey. Next, we'll add just a little bit of teriyaki in there. That's actually pretty good, but I need spice. Just a little bit of chili powder, get that heat going. Just a touch. We don't use measuring here. Measuring is for losers. We just get a little bit of a little bit of something, a little bit of something else, and it all works out. If you want to follow a recipe, do not follow me. You're just watching me for entertainment. Oh wow, that's a lot of garlic. I did not mean to put that much. This is about to be interesting. So essentially what I would do is throw the meat in here, douse it just to get that, you know, slight marinade. I should have been doing this like a day before. That's pretty good. That is actually really good. Wow. Okay, I surprised myself. I don't really cook. I don't know. I enjoy cooking. I'm not good at cooking. I enjoy cooking and I love eating. So, yeah. But, nonetheless, so what I'm going to do is cut up maybe a half of one of these because I don't need all this meat. Let's do a half of, I don't know which one. Maybe this one? That one look nice. Whichever one's like butchered more, that's the goal. Those are the little filet mignons. You know what? I'll probably do this one if I'm being honest. Because I already cut into it because there was blood pooled up that I need to get rid of. So, we'll do that. We'll do this one. How about that? Sounds good to me. So what I'm going to do is cut this into little strips, enough for myself. And I'm going to throw it in there, throw it to the side, and then we're going to start prepping the vegetables. And, I mean, we could do noodles as well, so I'm down. You know, it's not traditional for stir fry to have noodles, but I'm not opposed to a little noodle action. Maybe even some rice, I don't know. I'm down for anything. Meat. Remember to dry your meat. You don't want wet meat. If you walk around with wet meat, people are going to judge you. You want to have dry meat. Dry meat at all times. Yes, sir. Top knife. Oh, yeah. And don't judge me. I know I'm using a wooden cooking board with meat. Don't judge me. I'm going to deep clean this later. Now let's test the knife. What are y'all thinking? I could probably eat that much. See this meat on the inside. I've never even taken a look. Look at that. Oh, little blood particles. We can wash them out though. We can wash them out. There you go. Again, dry your meat. Dry your meat. You don't want wet meat. No one likes wet meat. Take the other meat, set it to the side. Take your cut meat. And we're gonna do little strips, just tiny strips. I might even cut that in half. No, well, I kind of like that. Not traditional, but I do like it. Like I said, I am not a chef, so do not judge me. Sayings. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad yet. It's got a slight gamey smell to it, but I mean, for being considered like one of the worst birds to eat, some people say, it doesn't seem that bad. That's the thing. It's like, it doesn't seem that bad. Does this, you culinary people don't like this? Look at that. Huh? Does this threaten you? Do you get goosebumps? Do you cringe at this technique I'm using here? Huh? Blade to myself? Just throw it on in there. Let's just throw it on in there, man. Really just work that in there. Yes. Yes. And so, we'll put that in the fridge. Let that marinades while I clean this because I made a mess. And what you want to do is really stroke it. You want to stroke your board. Alright, we're chilling. What kind of... Hold on. First off. I don't really think we have any, like, noodles. I mean, I could do spaghetti, but I feel like that's a crime in the cooking industry. How does one, okay, you know what, everything's coming down. I think I see some, what are you? You're interesting noodles, what are you? Oh, yes sir! These are some kind of Asian noodles, so, what are these? Egg noodles, hey, you know what? Let's do it. How long they say to cook these for? Cook for 4 minutes if you are stir frying, hey! Cook for 3 minutes. Hey, you know what I'm doing, see? See, this was all planned, I promise. Definitely not last minute while it's going. Okay, so you know what we'll do? We'll slowly boil this. Put our noodles to the side. Put our noodles. Put your noodle away, all right, gentlemen? It's not the time to keep your noodles out. Anyway, let's throw that in the back. Come on. 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 Okay, I give up. Alright, that's fine. So that's a slow... smells like eggs in here. Why is that? By the way, we need to clean this. Don't judge me. Alright, there's a lot of stuff that we need to clean here, and I just didn't do it. I'll make it a video. We do have peppers, so... Give me my knife back. How do they do it on the... They go like this? Hold on, I want to see this. How does he... Oh. 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 I know they say don't cut towards yourself, but I'm coming up with something. Hey, I don't think I did that at all correctly, but that's okay. So, I don't think I did that at all correctly. I mean, well, you know, ain't the worst job ever. Alrighty, so, we'll do... I mean, that ain't the worst job I've ever seen. Onion. I need a small onion. I don't like onion too much, so we all got a small onion in here. That's the smallest one we got. Yeah. Only a half onion, so maybe even like that much of the onion. I always tear up when I do this, so this is about to be fun. I'll tell you that right now. It's about to be incredible. There we go. Little round pieces. I think that's kind of... Oh, there they go. Oh, I can't see. I don't know anything about the lore of onions, but I guarantee you they used to be bioweapons. There's no way those things are actually used for culinary purposes. Are you not going to work now? What about you? Okay, that one works, so we'll just do one of them maneuvers. All right, so. All right, we oiled it up. I like it. I like it. Now, I mean, like that ain't bad. You can't tell me that that's a bad cut right there. Like. Huh? Ah! Almost lost it. We're gonna get this. So the goal is we're gonna get this pan really, really hot. I want to get that nice crispy edges of the meat. I'm hoping we do. I'm hoping we get it like a steak. And my goal is probably, I don't know. They're thin, but I don't want to undercook them. That's the last thing I want to do. So let's do, I don't know, about 3 minutes each, like just flipping it. And like on each side at least, so probably like about 6 minutes cooking time. I know it's a little much, but I don't know. I really just, I want to get that medium rare, but I definitely don't want rare or uncooked. That's for sure. Meat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Into the water. It actually smells so good in here. So what I'm going to do is let these guys cook for a bit, and then what I'm going to do is lower the heat and throw in the vegetables. After we throw in the vegetables, I'll throw in the rest of the sauce. Not much, but just enough. And then these guys should be done, so I should be able to throw them in, just mix them in and let them do what they have to do. So I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to stare at my meat. Add it in. The vegetables now. They smell so good. Add the rest of the sauce. dip out on the sauce. I have lowered the heat, so it's gonna slowly just keep cooking, but alas, pretty much most of the cooking process is done. Cooked up the noodles, we're gonna throw them right in there. We'll keep stirring all this up. Get this all mixed in beautifully. And we should be good for eating soon. I mean, this thing smells really, really good. Whether it's gonna taste good, I'm not too sure. It smells good, and that's what excites me. Oh God, I'm spraying everywhere. We'll see the final results. I'll let you know how this tastes, so you could do maybe something similar. I really wouldn't recommend it until I really try it. So don't get started yet, finish the video, then you could go try this. With everything plated, I know I'm not the best, presenter, but I mean, that does not look bad. I mean, but I think the main thing I gotta try is definitely the meat. So, it's definitely the main star of the show, because you could turn stir fry into anything, but can you do it with Goose? Let's move the phone to the side, let's get this footage, here we go. Okay, I don't know how to put this, but it's kind of fire. So, as I'm low on battery, but I'll show you a little bit of a closer look. But let me tell you, I did a little bit overcook the meat, I will say. I mean, as you could probably... Hello, you're probably seeing this footage and be like, wait a minute, I just saw this, but clearly this audio is not from this footage. Alright, so simply to put it, my GoPro just kept dying for some reason. Like, it had enough battery, but it kept dying, it kept failing, and my SD card kept failing. So, essentially, it was the best part when it did, because it was just the end of me trying it. But let me say, this was actually really, really, really good. I'm not a chef. I'll say that every single time. I'm not a chef. But, this was fire. I had this for lunch today. I just finished up editing the rest of this video, and I'm just reflecting back on it, and it turned out so incredibly well. It was sweet, yet salty. The meat, while I did overcook it, it was still good. Like, it wasn't as bad as people say. Like, there was no gaminess. It was just pretty chewy, but that's just because of my own fault. I just wasn't too sure about the meat. Personally, I was like, I've heard stories of this. I've heard it's like, it could have bacteria in it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cook it for longer. And I think that did bite me in the butt. But it was still fantastic. I think it's still trying to come up. No, but if you guys are definitely looking for a recipe, definitely do something like this. Very simple. Literally, honey. What did I put? I put honey, teriyaki, soy sauce, garlic powder, and chili powder. That's literally all I put, and it was actually really, really, really good. And don't stray away from Goose. I mean, people have said it's bad, but if you do it correct, I think you can make any piece of meat actually taste pretty good. It takes skill. Well, I don't have any of it, I just have luck. It takes just a little bit of just like culinary guidance, because I know those flavors are going to work together. I know it's a stir fry, I know it's going to probably taste good. So that was my first thought when I took a goose. Most people, all they'll do is just fry it like a steak and won't really do much with it, and then turns out not very good. And honestly, I don't feel like that piece, a goose is a piece of meat where you could do everything like that. Like, it's not meant to be beef. I'm gonna say it now. Like, people try to make goose beef, and it's not. It's gonna be something different. It's gonna have a little bit of gamey taste from time to time. Luckily, mine did not. If there's something else I'd recommend, definitely soak it. Get that blood out of there. You could still have a little bit of blood. Just a tiny bit of blood, just to give that, like, juiciness to the meat, but get rid of most of the meat, or not the meat. Get rid of most of the blood. I promise you it's going to taste 10 times better if you do. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. This was fantastic. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these videos where I just sit here and, cook for you. And mostly, I'm going to be doing wild game because this is an outdoor channel, so I definitely want to show you this, but
I hunt all the time. I get different things while hunting. So, if you guys want to see different recipes, even with goose, I still have plenty of goose. Let me know. Let me know what y'all want to do. And thank you for watching. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I don't know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing, but stay tuned. See y'all.